Students, we are doing revision of chapter 2 polynomials. Now I have taken few questions related to the chapter polynomials. If polynomial in x, that is px, is x plus 4, then find px, p of x plus p of minus x. So here we will first find out p of minus x. So what shall we do? We will put x equal to minus x in the given polynomial, which is your px. So replacing x by minus x in the given polynomial, we get minus x plus of 4. So this is the value of p of minus x. Now we want to find out the sum of the values of polynomial in x and polynomial in minus x. Okay, so polynomial in x is x plus 4 and plus of polynomial in minus x is minus x plus of 4. When we open the bracket, we will get x plus 4 plus multiplied by minus x, we get minus x, and plus multiplied by plus 4, we get plus 4. So x and x will be cancelled out. X and minus x will be cancelled out. We get 4 plus 4 is equal to 8 as our answer. Okay. Now come to the second question. You can see if this is a quadratic polynomial, x square plus kx minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 1. Okay, then find the value of k. Since we have been given that x minus 3 and x plus 1 are the two linear factors of the given quadratic polynomial, which is your x square plus kx minus 3. So therefore by factor theorem we can say that x equal to 3 and x equal to minus 1 are the zeros of the polynomial px, and we have named the quadratic polynomial as polynomial in x, px. So now we will find out p of 3, that is in place of x we will put 3 and its value should be equal to 0 according to factor theorem. Okay, so when we put x equal to 3 in the given quadratic polynomial, we get 3 square plus k multiplied by 3 minus of 3 whole equal to 0. 3 square is 9, 9 plus 3k minus of 3 is equal to 0. 9 minus 3 is your plus of 6, so 3k plus 6 is equal to 0. Again it implies that 3k is equal to minus 6, therefore k will be equals to minus 6 by 3, that is k is equal to minus of 2. In this way we can find the value of k. Now come to the third question. When x to the power 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, then find the remainder. Now we have supposed that the polynomial in x, that is px, is equal to x raised to the power 31 plus of 31. Since we want to divide by x plus 1, so what shall we do? We equate x plus 1 is equal to 0. So it implies that x equal to minus 1. So using remainder theorem, we shall put value of x equal to minus 1 in the given polynomial. So we get p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 whole to the power 31 plus of 31. And you know that whenever minus 1 have the power as odd number, we will always get a minus 1. So on solving we get minus 1 plus of 31. So 31 minus 1 is 30. So this will be the value. Now come to next question, question number 4. See the question number 4 here. If x minus 2 is a factor of x square plus 3ax minus of 2a, then find a. And let we suppose the polynomial px is equal to x square plus 3ax minus 2a. Therefore p of 2 must be 0 as x minus 2 is a factor of px. When we, since it is given that x minus 2 is a factor of this the given polynomial, so we equate x minus 2 is equal to 0, so it will give a value of x equal to 2. So p of 2 means put x equal to 2 in the given polynomial and equate the value equal to 0 using factor theorem. Since it is a factor, x minus 2 is a factor, that's why we are equating it to 0. So 2 of square of 2 plus 3a multiplied by 2 minus of 2 into a whole equals to 0. So 2 square is 4, 3a multiplied by 2 we get plus of 6a, and lastly minus of 2a whole equals to 0. 6a minus 2a will be 4a, and 4 plus 4a is equal to 0. Now on transposing we get 4a is equal to minus 4. So it implies that a will be equals to minus 4 upon 4, that is minus 1. So this minus 1 will be the value of a. This will be the answer. Come to question number 5. Find the value of 369 whole square minus 368 whole square. Now remember the algebraic identity a square minus b square, which will give you a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So here also we can apply this identity. So 369 whole square minus 368 whole square will be equals to 369 plus of 368 multiplied by 369 minus of 368. Okay, this 369 is your a and 368 is your b. So when these two numbers are added we get 737, and when these two numbers are subtracted we get 1, and 1 multiplied by 737 will give you 737 as the final answer. So it's very simple, using the identity you can find out the value. Come to question number 6. Find the coefficient of x in the expression of x plus 3 whole cube. Now remember the cubic algebraic identity a plus b whole cube, which will give you a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So here we want to find out the expansion of x plus 3 whole cube. So it will give you x cube plus 3 whole cube plus 3 multiplied by x square multiplied by 3 plus of 3 multiplied by x multiplied by 3 square. So here x is your a and 3 is your b. So when putting the value of a as x and b as 3 in the given formula, this expansion can be achieved. So it will give you x cube plus of 27 plus of 9x square plus of 27x. And see what is the coefficient of x. See, you can see the coefficient of x is plus of 27. That's why the answer will be coefficient of x is 27, plus of 27. Now come to question number 7. Is root y minus 3 a polynomial? So here root y minus 3 can be written as y to the power 1 by 2 minus of 3. Now you can see y has rational powers. You can see y has rational power. So variable is having a rational power, so it is not a polynomial. Okay. Now come to next question. Question number 8. It is an MCQ. Degree of 0 polynomial is, you have been given 4 options: 0, 1, not defined, and 2. And degree of 0 polynomial is always not defined. This will be your answer. C is the correct option. 0 polynomial is your 0 and its degree is not defined. Now come to next. Which of the following is a linear polynomial? It is also a MCQ. First see the option A, x plus x square. It is not a linear because highest power of variable is 2. So it is not a linear polynomial. Come to second option B, 5x square minus x plus of 3. Here also you can see the degree of the polynomial is 2. So it is also not a linear polynomial. Come to C option, x plus 1. Here the degree of the polynomial is 1. You can see the variable power the x is the variable and its power is 1, so it is a linear polynomial. So C is your correct option. You can see D will not be a polynomial, as when you solve x plus 1 upon x, you will get x plus x to the power minus 1 and x to the power minus 1. So again the variable power is minus of 1, so it is not a polynomial. Now come to next 10 question. If p of x equals to, that is a polynomial in x is equal to 4x square minus 3x plus of 6, find p of 4. So what shall you do? You put in place of x 4. So putting 4 in the given polynomial, we get 4 multiplied by 4 square minus 3 multiplied by 4 plus of 6. We get 4 square is 16, 16 4s are 64, minus as such 3 4s are 12 and plus of 6. 64 plus 6 is 70 and 70 minus 12 is 58. So 58 will be the final answer. Come to question number 11. We want to verify that 6 is a 0 of the polynomial x minus 6. So we have our polynomial as px is equal to x minus 6. So put x equal to 6 in the polynomial. We get 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So the value of the polynomial is 0 when we put x equal to 6. Hence 6 is a 0 of the polynomial px. Come to question number 12. Find 0 of qx. It is a polynomial in x, that is 2x plus 3. It is the polynomial. So we have our polynomial as qx is equal to 2x plus 3. Now we want to find the 0 of qx. Now qx will be equal to 0. It implies that 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. It again implies that 2x is equal to minus of 3. Therefore x will be equals to minus 3 by 2. Hence minus 3 by 2 is a 0 of the given polynomial qx, which is your 2x plus 3. Okay, hope you understand these questions. Thank you so much.